ShareTweetNBC's hit TV series Law & Order, SVU just made headlines by glorifying a character based on Representative Ilhan Omar. In the hour-long show, the Rep. Omar character is attacked by high school kids wearing red baseball hats, obviously a take on the Covington Catholic High Schools kids, who wore MAGA hats. Making matters worse, the boy attacking Omar is based on Nick Sandmann, who is suing NBC. Well, now NBC is really regretting it. You'll love this. NBC crime drama Law & Order, Special Victims Unit featured a ripped from the headlines theme in its latest episode, which smeared the Covington Catholic kids by pitting them against an Ilhan Omar-styled character who is portrayed as a hero, while they vilify the MAGA kids. The plot centered on an Islamic politician being confronted by a red ball cap-wearing crowd of young men who scream at her and taunt her, but the episode also throws in a big dollop of male oppression and lesbianism for good measure, Newsbusters reported. The Law & Order, SVU episode titled, Assumptions, opens with a pair of teenaged boys running away from a vandalized mosque in which we soon see that Muslim councilwoman Nalan Nasser has been raped. We later find out that the teens who supposedly vandalized the mosque are Jewish. Because there are lots of Jews running around New York vandalizing mosques, apparently. And minutes later we see a Jewish teen named Ari, Ted Sutherland, leading a group of teens who are clearly modeled after the left's version of the Covington Catholic kids who were maligned by the media for confronting a Native American group in Washington, D.C. early this year, Breitbart reports. The tip-in for that characterization is that Ari wears a MAGA-like red ball cap on his head in every scene as he screams spittle-specked hatred into the Muslim woman's face, Breitbart added. Toward the end of the show, the detectives figure out it was the Muslim councilwoman who provoked the MAGA teens. However, the blatantly leftist show still portrayed the high school kids as aggressive and hostile, which was not the case with the Covington Catholic High School kids, and specifically, Nick Sandmann. Remember, Sandmann got all the ire from the leftists. He was smeared and got death threats. Does Law & Order, SVU know that Nick Sandmann, who Ari is clearly based on, didn't do anything but stand quietly in place? Does Law & Order, SVU also know that his family is suing NBC for $275 million because they lied? The network ought to watch what it puts out nowadays. Did NBC use this episode as a way to smear Nick Sandmann and Trump supporters all over again? It sure seems like it, considering Sandmann has a lawsuit pending. Well, many Americans weighed in and made NBC regret they aired this ridiculous show. As soon as they showed the kids running from the scene in red hats, I turned it off. I could see where it was going. I will never watch another episode again. I'm sick of politics being shoved down my throat from Hollywood and its cronies. I watch very little TV or movies. No loss, tweeted Kim Granger. This was fake news, so well done. We'll flip it around on the innocent high school kids who became victims. My hope is that this will augment their lawsuit, add a few millions to the pot. Posted Twitter user Y. I can't even watch that show anymore after loving it for years. They've become so SJW, it's disgusting. They might as well just state it flat out. We hate whites, we hate men, and we hate Christians. Shame on them, tweeted the Amatad. Those tweets were just a sampling of so many who got on social media and let NBC know that they have gone too far. We probably shouldn't be too surprised since it is NBC. However, it wasn't until the last few years that they took the Law & Order series and politicized it. Before, the Law & Order series was one show which didn't dip too deep into politics, sticking to crime. They started losing viewers then, but after this debacle, we are pretty sure they have hemorrhaged even more. Let this be a lesson to these Hollywood leftists who write crap episodes that the majority of patriotic Americans see as a direct insult to their beliefs and way of life. Share tweet.